You dig, you dig. What's going on, YouTube? It's me, the G0D. It's your boy Trey God, and we're back with another video. And today, we're reacting to the top 10 most anticipated anime of 2024. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, like the video, do all that. Without further ado, let's get straight into this anime of... That intro fucking sucks, dude. Oh my god.
2023 has been a year of surprises. What if I tell you that 2024 has more in store for everyone? It's really early, but between the currently confirmed new anime and confirmed sequels, 2024 is shaping up to be a year to remember. For today, I'll be giving you a preview of 2024 by running down a preemptive list of the most anticipated anime series that are coming next year. Some great sequels, promising new anime, and one of the most anticipated titles to get an adaptation incoming.
Kaiju? Is Kaiju coming out next year? People fucking with Kaiju.
The Witch and the Beast will be the first entry.
Okay. Naruto running?
We have here one of the shows looking to set the tone for the year. Set to air in winter 2024, The Witch and the Beast is already looking to be one of the more artistic titles the year has prepared for us, putting us once again in a European setting made familiar to us by the likes of Undead Murder Farce or Vanitas. We can easily infer what to expect in The Witch and the Beast. Shows in these kinds of settings often come with a flair for the dramatic and the mysterious, and this show is no exception. For this show, we get introduced to first-class mage Ashaf and the temperamental Guido, a pair who deal with problems of the magical variant. The latter has been struck with a witch's curse, and this is the story of her quest for revenge. But it won't come easy, as witches have become powerful beings looming ominously over society. The Witch and the Beast is a thriller with no shortage of mysteries and complex character motivations. It's overall a pretty good show to pick up as the year starts, as it provides a lot of engaging elements that both veteran and new anime fans can take a liking to.
Nah, it seems like
Up next will be the second season of Mashle.
There we go, hey. Okay, Mash. Big Mash.
Now, that didn't take long, did it? It just seemed like months ago that everyone's favourite comically overpowered hero is back to grace our screens. It looks like more of those second calls disguised as a second season, but does it matter? Mashle is coming back, and it's going to be as wild as ever. Mashle has always been a ton of fun since its first season, and a lot of fans couldn't get enough of what seems to be One Punch Man's spiritual successor. With the second season, expect more of the same from the show, and what made it such an entertaining watch. Mashle is a show that has a simple plot by all means, but the comedy just takes the series to new heights. For a show that seemed to be nothing but dumb fun, it's got some genuinely epic battles, and it could be your show to watch if you're up for some light-hearted excitement. Here's a wholesome title in A Sign of Affection. If you need some shoujo romance to change things up a bit, then you have it here with A Sign of Affection. Due to being hearing impaired, Yuki pretty much grew up in her own little world, her only interaction coming from her best friend Rin. Just when it seemed that she'd be resigned to a life of monotony, she runs into Itsuomi, Rin's friend, who happens to take an interest in Yuki, being understanding of her impairment. Thus, a new chapter in Yuki's life opens with the girl finding a growing fondness in this new light to her world.
I already know
now, with
this
that
is going to be a
synopsis,
W
I'm
show.
positive you know how the story's going to go. Expect an emotional ride. Despite this, A Sign of Affection remains rather light-hearted instead of melodramatic. It's sweet, romantic, and most importantly, it's hopeful and uplifting. Definitely a show to watch out for in 2024.
This show's going to be a W. I can tell already. Romance animes do not be missing. I ain't gonna lie.
In 2024.
Romance animes, most of them are like good as fuck. It ain't that hard to fuck up romance. Fuck! I can't talk, bro.
It
God
feels
damn
nice
it.
welcoming Konosuba back for another run. After what seemed like a very long silence on the anime side of things were announced in waves back in 2022. After the spin-off that recently concluded, It's finally time for the big thing, the next season to the main story, and it's coming in 2024. By this point, Konosuba has arguably become a gold standard for isekai comedy. It's always been a popular show that's very unrestrained in what it does, whether it be the lewd and degenerate jokes, the exaggerated reaction faces, and the in-your-face nature of the comedy. That has given it a signature charm that's garnered fans from anime fans everywhere, and it's coming back with a whole array of new jokes and insanity next year. Fans have been waiting for this for years now, and it's time for them to have the time of their lives once again.
Konosuba W. I don't really got much to say about Konosuba. Konosuba's great.
Spice and Wolf is up next for the remake treatment.
Ooh.
What a surprising remake. Spice and Wolf has been one of the enduring success stories from Dengeki Bunko, and this title getting a remake in 2024 is a pleasant surprise. I have a lot of fond memories of the show, as it was a beautiful fantasy romance adventure with a touch of medieval economics. The anime has been one of the better adapted light novels out there, but I guess we can't have too much holo. So if you weren't around back in the late 2000s, Spice and Wolf tells the story of the traveling merchant Lawrence. Looking to open up his own shop, he runs into the wolf deity of legend, the harvest goddess Holo. Finding a suitable partner in Holo due to her abilities, Lawrence travels the countryside with his new partner, the two of them carrying their own aspirations as they explore and learn more about the colourful world around them. I do think this is an attempt to revive the franchise, as it's been almost 2 decades already. Would be nice to see some new faces in the fanbase. If you're curious to know what the hype from the older anime is all about, don't hesitate to take the jump and watch this show when it airs next year.
Now her eyes are fire. Like, her eyes are...
2024's looking good, and we've got a lot more amazing anime ahead. Before we get to them, go hit that like button, as it's going to help this up. Is Classroom of the Elite Season 3.
Like the video. There we go. This is what I need.
From a series that people have been wanting a sequel to into 2 sequels in quick succession, Classroom of the Elite has been having a pretty nice run as of late. Then again, with the success of the novels, I do think this 3rd season shouldn't be seen as unexpected when it was announced alongside the 2nd season back then. And it's always welcome to see more of everyone's favourite big brain protagonist back in action. Classroom of the Elite has often been cited as a series that's better read than watched due to the amount of dialogue and how much it relies on getting to know the context and the inner workings of the characters. Still, that doesn't mean that the anime won't be enjoyable. The 2nd season upped the stakes and created a more streamlined narrative, making it a far more enjoyable watch compared to the first one. With the anime team on a roll, we can expect season 3 to follow the same pattern. They better do, with the next season having more cool mental battles in store.
Okay. Yeah, he whooped it. He whooped that nigga ass.
Oshinoko makes his return for a 2nd season in 2024.
Oshinoko. I watched the first episode. That was a lot.
With Oshinoko
it was like an hour long
just to get that
ended. I was like, fuck.
It would be a shocker if a sequel was never announced, especially with the cliffhanger at the end of the first season. Thankfully, our wait won't have to be too long, and the Tokyo Blade arc will grace our screens next year. Things are about to come to a head with what some consider to be one of Oshinoko's best arcs. Love triangles, personal demons, and a murder mystery still looming in the background. Things are looking real good for Oshinoko, and after some great arcs for the first season, that's saying something. Oshinoko has been a fan favourite, and for good reason too. I'm sure you might be pleased to see these characters who've captured our hearts make a comeback, and the show will continue to dazzle with its heartfelt stories and commentaries on the entertainment industry. It's got everything you'd want for an anime in this genre, and it's only getting better. How about a new anime to spice things up a bit? Gaiju number 8 is up next.
Kaiju. I hear this is like gonna be the one of them ones. I was going to read it, but I heard the anime was coming out.
There really is a trend with anime series getting greenlit.
I should still read it though.
Not so long after getting Chainsaw Man, we have Gaiju number 8.
Like, I still ain't watched Chainsaw Man. I've been reading.
You can see where this is going now, can't you? Gaiju number 8 is the story of Gafka, who's long resigned to being a sweeper, which is exactly what it says. People who dispose of Gaiju remains after the action's done. He long dreamt of being on the front lines and taking on the grotesque monsters himself, but such a dream felt like an insanely long reach. Thankfully, or not, he encounters a parasite-type kaiju, one that attacks him and turns him into a monster. Finally having the power to take on the monster as one of them, Gafgar gives his dream of fighting the Kaiju a shot. A familiar premise in a familiar setup, Kaiju number 8 seems to be a show looking to build on the success of Chainsaw Man. The story's really fun and the fight scenes are nothing but spectacular in manga form. It's a story that's full of hype moments that just refuses to let you put it down. Mappa's not the one handling the series in anime form, but I'm positive Production IG can also knock it out.
Y'all can't fuck this up. Y'all can't fuck this up.
If you've been looking for more monster
They giving
matches
the
that's full of
Chainsaw Man level hype.
scenes,
Y'all can't fuck
come
this
to
up.
the right place.
It looks like it's gonna be good though, from what I see from the trailer.
At number 2, we take a look at Blue Lock Season 2.
Blue Lock, boy. I need this.
True to my expectations, Blue Lock had become one of the hottest sports series out there. I mean, how could it not be though? It's got a unique way of approaching its story. It's not every day that you have a more cynical and darker take on the sports story, and we're in an era now where that's what a lot of anime viewers like. It also helps that the plot is fairly easy to follow, yet opens the doors to some intricacies that will put our characters to the test. I mean, don't get me wrong, this isn't exactly a sports show that brandishes its realism in spite of doing away with the usual friendship tropes in sports anime and the like, but it does make for a very interesting watch, and Season 2 looks to pick up where the first season left off. We don't have much info on this one yet, but it seems poised for a late 2024 release. 8-Bit's done a decent job at the series so far, and if they can straighten out some wrinkles with Season 1's production, then this ought to be golden. The world's watching, and the expectations are sky high for Season 2 of Blue Lock.
I'm so hyped for this Season 2, bro.
To cap things off, we have Solo
okay,
Leveling.
yeah, makes sense. Makes sense.
If you've been anywhere near the web novel scene the past couple of years, you'd likely have heard of Solo Leveling.
I'm ready for this
Being
too.
one of
I've
the
been
most
hearing
popular
like niggas been
titles on the
hyping this
internet,
up.
it felt like an inevitability
hyping
that it
this
would get an
forever.
anime adaptation, especially
I think we watched
coming
the
off
trailer
the heels
for
of
it. I
those
don't
major
know.
Korean titles getting anime
I don't know if I
adaptations
uploaded
back
that
in
one.
2020. Originally scheduled for 2023,
I know we watched the trailer, though.
anime
God
has since been
damn,
pushed back to
God
2024, but I think that just increases the anticipation for
That
it.
bitch
After
jumped
all,
over
people
the-
just couldn't
How
get
the
enough of
fuck?
this story of super-powered humans who combat
She has some
monsters.
cheeks on it too, but like,
Why?
damn, like, how the
Well,
fuck
it's a dark
jump over
underdog
that shit?
story that's an unapologetic power fantasy and backed with spectacular art in its source material. Its success should come as no surprise. People just love those whole weak to strong stories with hype moments, as seen with the popularity of things like Ari Fioretta.
Ooh, okay.
And that's precisely why this is one of the most anticipated anime for the year 2024. If you can't wait to see what the buzz is all about for Solo Leveling, well, you don't have to wait for much longer.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, it's gonna be fire. Hey man, as long
And
as
that
they
about
don't
wraps
mess
up
it
this
up.
list.
As long as
Do
they
you think that
don't
there are
mess it
other
up.
shows coming in 20?
As long as they don't mess it up, we're great. Because all these animes look great. I'm really ready for Blue Lock Season 2. Solo Leveling looks great. Kaiju number 8 looks amazing. Let me know what your favorite anime of 2022. Your most anticipated anime of 2022 is. Oh my god, my camera died. Let me know what your favorite most anticipated fuck, that threw me off, bro. Let me know what your most anticipated anime of 2024 is. And yeah, don't forget to like the video, subscribe, do that. It's me, Butcher God, I'm out of here. Peace.